We get a lot of phone calls whenever we're building Restomods, frames, changing suspension stuff, putting wide quarters on, about what tire size can you run underneath the car. Well, there's a lot of things that fall into that. You know, do you want the convertible top to still be able to go up and down? Is the car a coupe? There's so many different variables, and then what clearances people are comfortable with on their body, on their suspension, and their ride height. One thing that we found really helpful is this is verified fabrication, has this piece of equipment right here. And the nice thing about this is you can actually verify, and you can set it up and pick a tire size. Like this is a 285/35/20, and then you can go in and make changes to the back spacing, the tire height, and you can set the car at ride height, and then you can cycle the suspension up, look at it with different ride heights, and see where you're comfortable with, what you're actually looking for out of the car and the tire combination. And the nice thing is you can do this with this, and you don't have to buy rims and find out the rims aren't going to work and then have to add spacers and everything like that. And the other beautiful thing about it is when you do get them on there, like in the front, we have this set up kind of a higher ride height than we'd normally run, but you can also turn the wheel and spin the wheel inside, and you can check your clearances, check your lip clearance, check your inside clearance. And then if you come over here, we kind of have this set up the same. Now this is the same tires, but as you can tell, they look totally different because the suspension is collapsed more. And then now you can go in and still verify if you have enough clearance for your tires at full compressed. And you can spin the tire, find out where any of your tight clearances are, and put them back. And so these are one of the many options. We have a link right now if you want to go to, and you can go check it out. And they got a really good, all their instructions and stuff how to use it. One thing that's very important too is if you decide not to buy something like that and you decide just to measure it yourself, a couple things that people need to remember when measuring, like rim size. You want to measure inside the rim, not outside the rim. So, and then another thing is the rim width. A lot of people will measure a rim and they'll measure it to the outside, the lip to lip, when you really want to measure it where the tire goes on the inside. And then of course your back spacing, lay a flat bar across, and then you can get your measurement through there with a tape measure. But the nice thing about with this for doing back spacing with this tool is if you kind of know where you want to be, you can set your wheel up, you can measure it, and then if you come right inside here, there's two little points, and this has 5.5 inches back spacing is what we'd probably run for a wheel on this vehicle. And that way you can go through and you can just check it all, and if you'd rather have your wheel out further, you can move it out further, move it in closer, but that way you get the right wheel the first time. Thanks.